I refused to return a tip and told a couple that I don't have time to play mediator. I work at this chain steakhouse to help pay for school. Last Tuesday, I got sat with a family around 7. Husband, wife, and their teenage daughter who looked about 16. Wife ordered a margarita. Husband started to order a beer and the wife cut him off instantly. She said, no, he will not be having a beer. He'll have water. The husband looked at me and said, I want a beer. She fired back that he's driving. He said their daughter can drive them home. They went back and forth for 2 straight minutes using me as their messenger. If I brought him the beer, the wife would stiff me on the tip. If I didn't, the husband would. I've seen this exact trap before and there's no winning. So I said, listen, I really don't have time to play mediator here. You two need to figure this out. Both of them went silent. I walked away and got both drinks because at least that way I'm doing my actual job. When I dropped off the margarita and beer, the wife's face went tight. The daughter mouthed sorry to me. The husband took a long sip without looking at his wife. He ordered a second beer during dinner. The wife stopped drinking and glared at me every time I came by. When they finished, the wife left with the daughter without a word. The husband stayed back to pay. He apologized for the scene and said his wife's been on him about drinking lately. He handed me cash for the $68 bill plus 2 20s. $40 tip. I said it's too much, but he insisted. Said I earned it for dealing with them. I pocketed it thinking I was done. An hour later, I'm taking another table's order when someone shouts my name. The wife is back, alone, walking straight at me with her purse clutched tight. She gets close and demands the tip back. Says I was unprofessional and undermined her by serving her husband alcohol after she told me not to. Says I don't deserve $40. My manager walked over and asked what's happening. She told him I disrespected her and encouraged her husband's drinking problem. She wanted the tip returned immediately. My manager said, ma'am, she's not obligated to return a tip your husband left voluntarily. You left the restaurant. The transaction's done. She needs to take this up with her husband. Her face went red. She said that's ridiculous and demanded to speak to whoever's above him. He said he's the general manager and she needs to lower her voice or leave. She got louder, started yelling that I'm a horrible person for serving alcohol to someone whose wife said no. People at nearby tables turned to stare. An older guy 2 tables over said, hey lady, your husband's a grown man. He can order what he wants. Stop yelling at people trying to work. She spun around and told him to mind his business. A woman at another table said the wife's being controlling and it's not the restaurant's fault. The wife yelled at them too. Said they're all ganging up on her and don't understand what she's dealing with. My manager stepped between her and the other customers. Told her she needs to leave right now or he's calling the police. She stood there breathing hard for 5 seconds. Then she turned and stormed out. Shoved the door so hard it almost hit someone coming in. The restaurant went quiet. Then everyone went back to eating. The older guy caught my eye and nodded. When he paid later, he left an extra $10 on his $30 check. My manager said I didn't do anything wrong, that some people can't handle not getting their way. The daughter messaged our Facebook page that night apologizing for her mom and saying I didn't deserve to get yelled at. I kept the $40. The wife never came back, but I saw the husband eating there 2 weeks later. He was alone. Left me another good tip and didn't say a word about what happened. I'm pretty sure they're either separated now or she's just banned him from taking her anywhere.